shot.
Hello YouTube, Dogfoot9 here, and welcome to my first impressions of the ACW-R. Not the ACR, it's ACW-R, which some people have been getting mixed up with. Hujay's been calling it the ACR, even I've been calling it the ACR sometimes. But I've got to stress that it is the ACW-R with the way it is, the way it fires, and the model and like the rounds and stuff. It's just for ACW-R. It's a bit different to the Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 variant, but we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about my first impressions of the gun. So, when you to unlock it, let's talk about how to unlock it. Because last time I talked about some stats before I talked about how to unlock it. So, to unlock it, it's 20 kills with a anti-tank missile, so those three rocket launchers which you get in the engineer category, and then it's 20 kills with carbines, so that's the engineer submachine guns. So that can be quite hard. The carbine bit isn't hard because all you have to do is use engineer weapons, but the carbine bit can be a bit hard and annoying sometimes because the rocket launcher bit can be a bit annoying sometimes because, well, if you run around on these maps, then and you pull out your rocket launcher and you fire it at people, you're going to be seen as a bit of a noob because really people don't really like it. So what I'd say is go back into some of the older, into the normal maps, like maybe back to Karkand or Nod Shark Canals or somewhere like that where there's tanks, and blow them up, because otherwise you may get kicked from servers because people who are doing C4 traps are getting kicked, and people who are noob tubing objectives in Conquest Domination are getting kicked as well, so just watch out for that. So right, on some of the stats, it's got a fire rate of 850 rounds a minute. It says on battle log it's got a round of 30 bullets, but it hasn't. It's got 27 when there's a bullet in the chamber when you reload, and then 26 if you've got an empty chamber. So what that translates into, it's got quite a high fire rate, but the bullets are a couple of less than 30. So sometimes I may not feel like a difference to you, but sometimes it can be. And I had some of the clips with it where I'd run out of bullets and I was spraying at two guys, and because sometimes when you panic in those situations, you don't even get a kill because you're trying to spray between both of them. So yeah, I thought I'd tell you about that because that sometimes does make a difference, and that sometimes can be the difference between picking this over something like the Scar H maybe, or the G53 or the G36 for that matter. So right, let's get on to when I first unlocked the gun. So when I first unlocked this gun, I hated the iron sights. That's why there was hardly any clips of me with the iron sights, because well, I was getting not very good kills with it. I was getting one kill then dying. But the second you unlock that reflex sight, you'll be amazing. Yeah, your accuracy will go up. I don't know what it is. Maybe the iron sights are off, or maybe just personal preference. But I prefer using a red dot sight over those sights. And I don't know what it is about it, but it just seems extremely good now. I don't know what I've done to it, but it just is really good. And really, as long as you use a red dot sight, you can't go far wrong with the attachments on this gun, because really the damage is really good, the accuracy is really good, and the only thing maybe you could improve is the hip fire or the rounds in the magazine, but I don't think you can get extended mags for this gun, unfortunately, which would be quite cool if it increased it to 40 or 35. I think that would be really quite cool. I don't think really foregrip is needed for this weapon because it doesn't really have much side-to-side recoil, so I'd probably use something like the heavy barrel of a flash suppressor on this weapon, and I think I'm using a flash suppressor in some of these clips, and maybe the heavy barrel, I can't remember though. But overall, let's grade this gun. Now, I know I'm grading it a bit early in the video, but I've got some things to talk about it, why I've not given it an A. I'm giving it an A minus B plus area, and that is because of the rounds. the iron sights, which is personal preference, and where you have to unlock it. Because I mean, get those anti-tank kills. If you want to play these maps, really, if you don't want to be a noob and get kicked off servers, you've got to go onto the old maps. And that can be sometimes quite annoying. Like, you want to play Scrap Metal, Zipper Tower, Operation 925, and Donya Fortress, but you can't because you've got to go back and get the anti-tank kills. So it's a bit, I don't know. If you want to use it, then you can, but people may not like it too much. And if you want to be a good team player and play fair and stuff, and all those servers which say that at the start, play fair, then you may get kicked from those servers. I mean, if you go on a no rules server, then you'll probably be fine. But if you like those servers where they kick bad players for C4 trapping, then you're going to find it hard to stay on servers for more than 5 minutes. So anyway guys, thank you for watching my video. I hope you've learnt something, and I hope you'll use this weapon, because I think it's an alright weapon, and I think it's quite strong in the engineer category. So please leave it a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.